Hey guys, so I just got back home from doing a refinance. It was a regular refinance, nothing special, and I did happen to record the appointment. I do want you to pay attention to some of the questions that the signer asked and how they were answered. I want you to listen to how I explained the documents to them. And I noticed now that I'm saying it out loud that I didn't like name the document, like, hey, this is your closing disclosure, this document, blah, blah, blah. So I'll try to make a better effort to do that. But when I record these appointments, it's really just to kind of help you get a grasp of the flow of everything, how it should go. It's a little different than recording a mock appointment because these signers have real questions and they need real answers. And sometimes you have to kind of diffuse situations or help them understand what your role is in a limited capacity. So I will go ahead, upload the video. Just pay attention to how she answers questions or how I answered the questions, sorry, and how I move the appointment along and some of the things that you can take away. And what I'll probably do is kind of individualize every document and give like a brief explanation moving forward, or maybe break it up in digestible chunks, because I know sometimes when you listen to like a 30-minute appointment, that's kind of hard to process. So what we'll do is probably just pull out documents that I know are a little confusing, and then I'll show you what the document is and then explain how you explain it. And we'll have something like that coming up pretty soon. But just kind of look at it, stay tuned, and then we'll talk about it later.
I guess the only question I have is the loan amount.
The loan amount?
Yeah, because I don't know if you can answer my questions, but
It depends.
for the amount, the 189, that was the amount when we first started the loan.
Okay.
And that was like back in September.
Okay, so should your loan amount be, are you saying like your loan or your payoff?
I don't know. I guess the loan.
Okay. You'll have to reach out to your loan officer about numbers, but like your payoff for your existing mortgage is going to be 181. So maybe you paid down since then, but they've added other fees to kind of go into the closing costs of the transaction.
Yeah, it was the 7,082, I guess. Yeah, but that's it.
Okay, yeah, just make sure everything looks good. The numbers are the same numbers you were expecting to close with. And again, if they are, then we'll get started. I'm just going to go ahead and take a picture of your ID. Your PMI, it depends. That's based on how much of your principal balance is paid off, so I don't know. We'll see that like in the documents. Let me look at your closing disclosure, see if it's on there somewhere. Mortgage insurance month. I don't see it on there, so let me see if it's mortgage insurance month, property taxes. I don't see it on that one. Let me look on another one. Okay, so there's no PMI on your payment letter.
Okay.
You can look right there, that's what it will be. Do you see where it says principal and interest right here, and then it's blank?
Okay.
So we're going to use blue pens. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of put this here so I can make some room for myself. That's related. signatures at the bottom. Okay, does it look good?
Yeah.
All right, also, let me just double check your ID so I can verify how you sign. I just have your first and last name, so do it, first and last name, Rosa, first and last. Okay, that's it. So Rosa, the only thing on yours is you'll have to add that L for that middle initial.
Okay.
But other than that, your signature is perfect.
So just the other.
And yeah, just add include the L. So we're gonna sign 2 closing disclosures, so you're gonna sign it twice. They have 2 of them in the packet.
And today's date, correct?
Today is the,
22nd?
yes.
Two.
Yeah, they were talking about this week has the most, what do they call them, palindromes? Like if you read the word forward and backwards, it's the same. I think this week has 3 of them on the dates. Okay. And so these are marital status affidavits. You each get one. You're gonna fill in the top part, how it answers. It's probably gonna say, I was married to, I've never been married, I've been married to, your current spouse, month and year is fine.
And then our address.
Ooh, that stuff is dark today.
Where it says I acquired title to the property on.
They're just saying like the approximate time that you bought the home, so you may not know the exact date, but the month and year is fine.
Oh, okay, so when we first got the house.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that time, I was married to. I don't remember.
Ahí le pones, ¿no?
Okay.
Lo check, ¿no? Check.
Yeah. And then sign right here.
You're gonna sign above your name.
Is that it?
This one, can you put the date, 22 February, 22 day of February, 20. Thank you. All right, perfect. Thank you. All right, and so this right here is an affidavit of whether or not you made any changes to the survey of the property. So when is the month and year that you acquired the home?
The year? 2019.
So 2019, have y'all ever added anything like a swimming pool, extra square footage?
Only thing I
No? Okay. No. Oh, you know what? They already have none in here, so you don't have to write it in. So they've already put that you've not made any changes to the property. So since the month and year, whatever month y'all bought the home, and then the year, 2019. And then this is the signature page. Okay. And so even though it does not have your name to it, you're just going to each sign on one line. so this right here is a receipt of your title insurance. It has all of the endorsements and policies that the title company put on for this particular transaction. And it's not an extra cost. It is included in your closing cost.
So we're not gonna stay with Flagstar, or this is just the insurance?
He's gonna be your new,
Mortgage?
it's gonna be Flagstar.
Okay.
Is that who y'all had before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. And so this is just a request for a remote notary, meaning that you did not have to get title to close your transaction. And so these next two are duplicates. I don't know why they're in here twice, but we're gonna sign both of them. They are limited power of attorneys. Just, this is a document that if there's anything wrong, like grammatically or clerical errors, this document will allow changes to be made.
Sign both of them, right?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. And so this is just an affidavit saying that this is your primary residence, that you're gonna consider your homestead. Okay. So this is a mortgager affidavit just saying that there's no liens on the property outside of your current mortgage. You're the person allowed to make this transaction. You own the home rightfully. You've been truthful to the lender and title company. All right, and so this is a HOA directive. This is just saying that you have a HOA derived, tied to your property. That's all this morning. Okay. So this is an affiliated business disclosure from the title company. The title company is just saying, hey, we use these businesses to close out your transaction. It's usually a law group and a tax group. All right, and so this is another business arrangement that the title company has with a notary provider. Okay, so this is a hold harmless agreement. It's just saying that you're gonna hold the title company harmless for any taxes that occur after January 31st. and that they are not responsible for any liens, things like that, that may pop up on your survey, or any additional costs. All right, so the next 10, 11 pages are gonna be your application. Your application is what the loan officer uses to get you the loan. So it has your employment, lines of credit, any type of like residual savings, income. Both of you are going to sign, let me just kind of separate it out. So David, this one, you're gonna initial here on this first page, where it says your initial. And those are your initials are gonna go right here.
All three of them, right? RLS.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. And so this is going to be the signature page for all of this information here.
It wasn't backwards, right? Because I see David's name here and I see my name.
This is the first one. This is page, however, no, actually this is page 1, this is page 2, so it's fine. Okay. So this here is a receipt of title insurance. It's just like the one you signed previously. It has all the endorsements and transactions. All the endorsements and policies that the title company put on for this particular transaction. Okay. And so this is your deed. Your deed puts you on title as the owner of the property. All right, and so this is a rider to your deed. It just says that you live in a subdivision. The subdivision may be part of a HOA. All right, so this is your note. Now your note is your promise to make your payment. It's the amount of money you borrowed, the interest rate that you borrowed, and then the number of years that you have to pay that money back.
No, this will be our first
Yeah, it's gonna be a little less unless, if you have escrows, it doesn't include your escrows or taxes on there.
It would be great.
And so this is just saying that you're gonna authorize an escrow account for them to take out taxes with your monthly payment. Oh, I love when they do this. All right, so this one is a signature affidavit, like an AKA statement. This lender did not put any name variations. They just only used the name that we're signing with today. So on the top where it's a sample signature, you're just gonna have to sign your name. All right, and so this is your payment letter. First payment should be April 1st. I just have to find it. Okay, it's right here. So your first payment's gonna be April 1st for that amount.
Can I take a picture of it?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a whole copy. Like, this is yours.
Okay.
like that's all you.
Time you find that shit there.
And then,
I know. But I have a question.
Sure.
So I thought it was like 2 months after the first payment. It's not like that?
it depends. So it depends on when you close. Usually you get a month break. So you won't pay March.
then
And
April.
yeah, you'll get a month break. But it depends on what your loan officer sets up. I've seen some that are 2 months.
Yeah.
And then I've seen some where it's like the payment is the next month.
Okay, so taxes are included.
All right, and so this is hazard insurance. This is just standard property insurance requirements.
And I have a question for the payment on the monthly. It's not gonna go up, right? It's
Do you have a fixed or?
Yeah.
Okay, if you have a fixed rate, then no, it should not go up.
Okay.
Now, your taxes may fluctuate a little bit. So
Yeah.
if your taxes go up a little bit, then your payment will go up a little bit. But your interest rate should keep the note at the same amount.
Okay.
So this is a flood insurance notification. It's just saying that FEMA is the one that determines whether or not you're required to have flood insurance.
Does it require for us to have a flood insurance?
Do you already have flood insurance?
I don't think so.
Or if you don't have,
They-
yeah.
they put on-
They base it off of those like 50-year flood plans, or is it 500 years, or whatever that flood plan is, they base it off of that. All right, and so this is in-town authorization. Again, this is just saying that you're gonna set up an escrow account, or you're gonna pay your monthly taxes. What's your monthly payment? All right, and so this is gonna be a rough estimate of what your escrows are gonna be for the next 12 months.
They can-
That's the monthly that they, I guess, include on the fee?
Yeah, so yeah, that's your escrow disclosure, and again, it's just a rough estimate of what it's gonna be the next 12 months. Your taxes can always go up, like, within the following tax year, so. All right, so your equal credit opportunity just says that they give you a fair rate based on your credit scores. this here is a hold harmless agreement. So this is just saying that you're gonna hold the lender harmless for whatever's on your survey. So if you have like encroachments and easements, it doesn't fall on the lender. Your property boundaries are, you know, basically what they are. And this is just seconding that you're gonna hold the lender harmless for any wells, septic tanks. You don't have that, but it's just a standard. Well, I don't know if you have a well or septic tank, but it's just a standard form. They're just not responsible for that. That doesn't fall in there.
Like, my brother's neighbor que tiene ese tank ahí. No, el well ahí enfrente.
All right, and so this is a compliance agreement. It's just saying that you're gonna be compliant to the terms of the loan. Okay, and so this is just acknowledging that you received all your disclosures up front. Your lender talked to you and gave you your terms, your conditions, you know what your interest rate is, your closing costs, you're not surprised by any fees and things like that. All right, so this is just a loan closing acknowledgement disclosure. It's just saying that you're going to keep insurance on the property and just be mindful that the lender may sell your loan.
The lender may sell it like to a different.
Yeah, they may sell it. I mean, your terms are going to be the same, but they're just
Yeah.
letting you know that we have a right to sell your loan. Alright. And so this is just saying that your points may have gone down, or your interest rate may have gone down since the start of this transaction. All right, so this is an occupancy and financial status affidavit. It's just saying that you intend to live in the home as your primary residence and your financial situation has not changed. All right, and so this right here is a request for your tax returns. I think I filtered these out. I don't know why you have 3 of them, but you have 3 of them each. So they are duplicates, and let's see, they all the same year. They're all 3 different years. So normally they'll put like whatever years like on this line here, but for whatever reason they did them individually. That's fine. We're just gonna sign all 3. Each one is for a different year that they may go back and verify your tax return information. Excuse me.
So sign it.
Above your name. Yeah, above your name. All right, so this is your W-9. This is next property or next income tax year. They're gonna send property tax details based on the social security number that's in that box.
Down here?
Yes, you're just gonna sign kind of like the middle bottom. Yeah. Mhm, thank you. And then this one here, if they want to verify your information from the Social Security office, they'll use this form to do so. You're gonna do a couple of things before you give it back to me, so you're gonna sign and date it first. It's kind of like at the bottom, like, yeah, at the bottom. And then before you give it back, you're gonna say they only have 90 days to do it, so you'll put 90 in that little first blank, and then you'll initial. So if you go a little bit over, you'll initial. And that's it. All right, so this is just an affidavit just saying, hey, you acknowledge that the bank is extending you a line of credit. So you're going into a new loan, basically. All right, and so this is just saying that you too penalized for using false information to get the loan. And so this is, again, just attesting that you gave all truthful information to the lender. You are who you say you are. Your employment hasn't changed, income hasn't changed. And this is just saying that you're gonna let the lender have all the information they need to close out your transaction, like tax returns, credit scores, things like that. All right, and this is saying if you're late with your payments, they may report it to the credit bureau. So this is your credit score details. This is why you got the rate that you got. It's 3 pages, so you're gonna initial all 3 pages at the bottom.
By 3.
Everybody does that.
It's still not as good as it is.
And so this is collateral protection insurance. This is just saying that your home is collateral against the money you borrow, so you have to keep insurance on it at all times. Okay. So this is just saying that this is going to be your homestead, your primary residence. On this page, you're going to sign, but you're also going to check off one of these boxes here at the top. For most people, it's the top one, but you can read and see which one works best for you. Okay. All right, and so this is just saying that you received a copy of all your documents, and I'm going to leave you a blank copy here for you to go over if you choose to do so. All right, and so this is just an acknowledgement saying that the lender was compliant as far as giving you a copy of all your fees up front, a copy of your closing disclosure, and all your charges that you were going to be responsible for before closing today. Okay, and so this is just acknowledging that the lender is basically advancing funds. When you refinance, it's a loan, so they're just saying, hey, you're getting a loan, you're getting a line of credit. Okay, almost there. This is just a homestead pre-disclosure, so just saying that, hey, this is my homestead, I live here.
Yesterday's date.
Oh, that's okay. As long as it has today as the closing date, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so this is just saying that there's an attorney that does the paperwork for the lender. He doesn't represent you or the lender. He's just responsible for the documents. Like, this is his template. All right, and so this is just a rider to your deed, saying that you're renewing your loan. So you're gonna have 2 deeds recorded at the county because there's 2 loans on the property. That's basically all it's saying. All right, and then last but not least, this is your right to cancel. So what is today? Tuesday, Wednesday? Tuesday? No, Monday. No, Tuesday. So you have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, midnight to look over your documents and decide if you want to proceed. If you do want to cancel, you have to call before Friday midnight. If you do not cancel by Friday midnight, it's going to fund on Monday morning. Let me just make sure that's correct. What's the funding date? Which would be the 28th, so that should be Monday morning. Okay. So, you're gonna sign in, okay, so it's two places to sign, but only sign at the very bottom. If you sign inside of that box, it's gonna cancel out the whole transaction, okay? So David, this is yours, and this is yours. And it's 2 pages, you're gonna sign both pages.
So So.
Abajo.
No, don't sign inside of the box.
No, no,
Sign,
no, right
yeah,
here.
at the
Right
very
here?
bottom, yes.
Okay.
Have you had people accidentally sign
Yeah,
in the
it happens all the time. It happens all the time. And it really just depends on the lender. Some lenders only want one copy, and then some lenders want two. So whatever's in there, I just have them sign and return. And then if they do accidentally sign, that's what the backup copies are for. So we'll just pull it out of the backup. Alrighty. So that's it. I'm gonna thumb through your documents, make sure we got all our dates, all our signatures, all our initials. I saw that there was 0 closing costs or cash to close for you today, so give me about 5 minutes and then we'll be done.
Yeah.
All right. Sure. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so this is a copy of everything you just signed. It's a little thicker because I filtered mine out before I came here.
Okay.
So I just kind of took out what I didn't need so to make it a little faster. All right, guys, congratulations.
Thank you very